I'm going to take you with me today on a forage on our land for some nettles. Now we're really lucky to have them at our quinta here in Central Portugal because they are like gold dust out here. And they are starting to look like they're already going to flower. So I am going to harvest a load of the nettles before they do, and I'm going to show you a nettle mineral tonic that I'm going to be making. The best place on our farm to come foraging is down by our stream because we have all these wonderful herbs all growing wild all along its banks. So we have loads of them growing along our stream here. So I just pick the top few leaves there. So as a rough rule, you're looking at having a good handful of nettles, or if you imagine like a compacted cup worth of nettles per litre of boiling water. So we're going to leave these for a good 6 to 8 hours now, and then this evening I am going to come back and strain all of this water off, which is going to be full of all the goodness and minerals from the nettles.
This week I had some time to finish the shutters on the cabin. One down, one to go, then just a couple of clear coats of varnish. Finally, the last shutter to go in. There we go, all done. With some of the remaining wood, I decided to knock up some storage units for inside the cabin. Now they're all glued and screwed together, All they need now is a final sand and then a couple of coats of varnish. I've even got a little helper.
Good morning. So I am returning to my nettles today, which have been sitting there for 24 hours now. And what I'm going to do is strain off all of the liquid and decanter it into ice cube trays so that I can freeze it. So that in the future I have handy high mineral nettle shots that I can use in teas, in soups, and add to smoothies and things, for when I'm looking for a really potent vitamin and mineral boost. So nettles are a really good source of iron, calcium, magnesium, vitamin C, and they're great to take during the allergy season. They're known to increase vitality and energy levels. They're amazing for female hormones. There's so many incredible nutritional benefits of nettles. They're a great anti-inflammatory. So what I'm doing with these little mineral shots is I'm going to freeze them after I've got them in the ice cube trays, and like I say, they're ready to go then if I want to add a few of the blocks into teas or soups, stews, anything really to add a real powerful vitamin and mineral boost. So these are ready to pop in the freezer now.
Blowing dirt into the hole.
Another job to be done on the cabin was to sort the steps out. I dug out the footings, I then lined it with some PVC and then filled with concrete. Just need to leave this to dry a couple of days and then I can get on with the blocks for the steps. With the blocks for the steps now all in place, seeing as I've got the mixer out and some spare sand and cement, I may as well get started on our filtration system. Well, I was just moving these blocks out and I come across this fella. You do not want to get bit by one of those. Once the blocks were all in place, I used a bit of rebar and some mesh just to reinforce the base, then filled it with concrete. Then it was just a case of getting it all flat. The idea here was I wanted to have a bit of a gradient so the water actually flows through the channel and out the other end. Now that that's all dry, all I want to do is apply a little render to the outside and finish it off on top with some render and some stone. Right. Done.
That's going to look like the fanciest
Come on, Mum.
wastewater system, I think.
Now I can get the render on the steps and get the slabs on.
This is how I roll when the weather's nice. I get all the laundry out on the sun loungers because we're very compromised for space anyway in the caravan when I need to spread everything out. So I'm going to spread it all out on the sun loungers out here and enjoy the sunshine while I'm sorting through all the laundry.
Another job on the to-do list was to get our bell tent up. First we had to clear some of the land down the lower terrace.
You see this bit? Yeah. You're making yourself useful, Raina, as always. So before we end this episode, I wanted to hop on and let you know of something that Jeff and I are going to be doing this Sunday. So that's Sunday the 10th of May at 8 p.m. UK time. And it's the next of our series of online seminars that we've been doing since the beginning of this year for anyone who is considering buying land and delving into off-grid living and just needing some clarity on where to begin with it all. So I'm going to pop the details of that in the description below, but feel free to email us as well at ourlifeourpath@gmail.com. That's ourlifeourpath@gmail.com. And feel free to ask any questions, but we'll be covering the top things to consider before buying land to live off grid, and also common mistakes that many people make, including ourselves, during this journey. And we'll be opening for a live Q&A so you can pick our brains on anything you need to know from our experience over the past 6 years since we first began land hunting back in 2020. And we'd love you to join us. So like I say, check out the link in the description below, and if you're free, come along on Sunday. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now. Follow along on our channel to see our next video coming soon.